Before he was the Buddha, the Bodhisatta lived many lives. Not always as a prince, not always as a human, but as creatures humble and mighty. A golden deer, a white elephant, a tiny parrot with burning wings. Most beings live only once, but the Bodhisatta walked the world again and again, gathering wisdom the way a river gathers light. What could one soul learn from so many forms? What truths could be carried across lifetimes? This is the Bodhisatta's journey, a journey shaped by compassion, carried through ages, and whispered through the leaves of ancient forests. In every life, a lesson. Courage sometimes wears the shape of a deer. Long ago, the Bodhisatta was born as a golden deer, his coat shining like sunlight through morning mist. He led a great herd beneath the vast roots of a banyan tree whose branches held the memory of the world. The forest breathed softly around them, dew on leaves, birds waking in the canopy. Each dawn, hunters entered the woods. Fear rippled through the herd like wind through tall grass, but the Bodhisatta stepped forward, calm and unshaken. He approached the human king and said,
"Take me, but spare the mothers carrying young."
The king, moved by such courage, ended the hunt entirely. Peace returned to the forest. In every life, a lesson. From this one, he learned that true leadership protects the vulnerable, even at great personal cost. Ages passed, and the Bodhisatta was born again, this time into a life of strength and gentle devotion. Generosity sometimes walks on 4 great feet. He became a white elephant, powerful enough to uproot trees, yet tender enough to lift fallen branches for smaller creatures. He lived beside a wandering hermit, offering food, shelter, and companionship. The forest around them shimmered with birdsong and soft golden light. One day a king demanded the elephant as tribute. The hermit wept, but the Bodhisatta bowed his head.
"I will go, for peace is better than conflict."
He served the king faithfully, bringing prosperity to the land. People honored him with garlands, incense, and gentle songs. In every life, a lesson. From this one, he learned that generosity is strongest when it requires sacrifice, not abundance. Time turned again, and the Bodhisatta returned. This time in a body small and fragile, yet carrying a heart fierce with devotion. Devotion sometimes beats in the wings of a tiny bird. He was born as a small parrot in a vast forest. One summer, lightning split the sky and flames leapt from tree to tree. Smoke thickened the air. Animals fled in terror. But the Bodhisatta did not flee. He flew to the river, dipped his wings in the water, and scattered droplets over the burning forest. Again and again he flew, wings trembling, feathers singed, eyes stinging with smoke. The gods watched in disbelief.
"Why risk your life?"
they asked. The parrot answered,
"This forest raised me. I cannot abandon it."
In every life, a lesson. From this one, he learned that love is proven through action, even when the effort seems hopeless. And when the wheel of life turned once more, the Bodhisatta returned in a form built for agility, wisdom, and sacrifice. Sacrifice sometimes stretches itself across a river. He became a monkey king, ruling a troop that lived in a grove of mango trees. The fruit was golden and sweet, and the monkeys thrived. Sunlight filtered through the leaves in warm, dappled patterns. But one day, a human king discovered the grove and ordered his soldiers to seize it. The monkeys were trapped. The Bodhisatta saw only one way to save them. He leapt across a river, grasped a tall bamboo stalk, and stretched his body across the water, forming a living bridge. One by one, his troop crossed over him to safety. His breath grew shallow, his back broke under the strain. But he smiled.
Let them live,
he whispered. In every life, a lesson. From this one, he learned that sacrifice is the highest expression of compassion, and so the Bodhisatta returned once more, this time not as an animal, but as a human destined for awakening. Wisdom sometimes begins in a quiet human heart. He was born as a prince, wise beyond his years. He studied the world carefully. He listened to the suffering of his people. He saw that wealth and power could not heal the human heart. This life prepared him for the final step, the life in which he would awaken as the Buddha. He carried with him the wisdom of all his past forms. The courage of the deer, the generosity of the elephant, the devotion of the parrot, the sacrifice of the monkey, and the insight of a prince. Across lifetimes, the Bodhisatta walked the earth with one purpose: to understand suffering, to practice compassion, and to perfect the qualities needed to guide others. Whether he wore fur, feathers, or a crown, the lesson was always the same. Every life is a chance to grow in kindness, and so, through countless forms and countless lessons, he prepared for the moment beneath the Bodhi tree, the moment when compassion would bloom fully and wisdom would shine across the world. This is the journey of the Bodhisatta, the soul who learned compassion across many lives, so he could teach it to all who follow. If this story brought you reflection or calm, consider subscribing for more tales of wisdom and the path within. Gap 4s.